They're trying to unmedicate me, is what they're doing. That's the newest game. When they contact my mental health treatment providers, they are attempting to scare me out of receiving mental health assistance. They are attempting to scare me out of going to therapy and taking my medication. They are attempting to antagonize and threaten a mentally ill person into stopping mental health treatment. And it needs to be very clear that that is what they are doing. Because people are aware that there's a large problem online with mental health issues. They're not aware that there are people actively making mentally ill people worse by doing things like this. Adonis Paul seeks out mentally ill people, makes their mental illness worse, and then attempts to have them taken out of treatment completely through threats and fear. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. I've gone through this for 3 years, and they did knock me off of my medication for a while. The first time they contacted my therapist and my doctor, I was afraid of what they said, and I went off my medication because I was afraid of what they were being told about me. I didn't think they were going to be able to help me because they were being lied to about me. And with my mental health, it's very important that my therapist and my doctors believe me. And it's very important to Adonis Paul that nobody believes me. Even a doctor or therapist that is trying to help me. We're trying to help anybody. If you're trying to help anybody that they want to hurt, they will go after you. When I've said that this man does not need to be on YouTube promoting this hate to all of the people he has that will hurt for him. I told you there are 12,000 of them, and some of them are willing to hurt others on your behalf. Bernice Morgan is one of them. You know for a fact she is willing to hurt people for you. And you don't care. You don't care because it brings you money. And one day people are going to look back on the mental health problems here in America, and it's going to point directly at this community that intentionally drives people mentally into the ground and stomps on them. I've been receiving help for my mental health problems on my own since 2017 when I came to California to get help because there was none for me in Florida. My family has been against my mental health progress the entire time. I spent 5 years homeless, and in those 5 years, I saw my therapist and my doctor, and I took my medication because I wanted to get better. I wanted to feel better. 5 years of being homeless and taking my medication and doing what I was told because I wanted to feel better. Just for a man to make my life all lies and his fans to decide that I'll never feel better. That they're going to take that medication and that therapy and that doctor, they're going to take all of that progress that I worked on so hard and they're going to burn it. And they're going to tell me it's my fault when I worked so hard to get everything that I have. I may not have much. I have nothing. I have an empty apartment and a TV and a bed, but I did my best to get there so that I'm not sleeping in a tent on a sidewalk. And Adonis Paul and his people are doing everything they can to take it from me. He's going to deny that it's his fault, his people are doing this. He knows it's his people. He knows they've been doing it. He won't say anything to discourage them. He approves of it. They are friends. Everything his people do for him, he approves of. This is not a situation where he just can't control 12,000 people. It's a situation where he doesn't care. He tells them to hurt people, and they do. And then he laughs and says it's not his fault because he can't control other people. Bernice Morgan is his friend. They speak regularly. He likes her comments. He tells her to go ahead and do these things. They are friends. And he could stop her if he wanted to. He doesn't. Just like YouTube could stop him if they wanted to, but they don't. Because YouTube doesn't care about its creators. YouTube doesn't care if we kill each other. They don't care right now. They will one day. Because I guarantee all of this is one day going to come to a head of a lawsuit. Because I'm not backing down. And he's not backing down. And one day one of his people is going to kill me. And all of this is going to come to light and be seen that I have begged to be heard for 3 years.